What's up? How's everybody doing?
Hello.
Hello.
I didn't feel the energy in that. What up, everybody?
Hello, everybody.
I'm just really racked with anxiety right now.
What's up, literally every corporate trainer ever?
Good morning!
Good morning! Oh my God.
Hey, how's our audio? Is anybody muted?
There's a lot of imbalance.
What the fuck? Was that what you said? I'm streaming, Ash.
Ash, what are you doing? Shoot! Get out of here! Shoot! Spray her with a water bottle. I don't know. I think it sounded okay.
Chat, just shout out who's quieter and who needs to be turned up.
Nick is louder than everybody else.
Yeah.
I think if we all talk at the same time, that's
There, I turned myself down. Is that better, Monkey Man? I turned my mic down. It was up.
Now I can't hear you.
Okay, you keep your shit. I'll adjust it on the stream side. So, because we have that technology. Cool.
Haven't heard Hecate or Gup.
Oh, that's what I was worrying.
Yeah.
That's what I was worried about.
Cannot hear me at all.
They can't hear.
You can hear me though, correct?
Hold on.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Chat, let's just confirm. Can you not hear Gup or Hecate?
I can hear Gup.
You heard Gup. Okay.
On
Hey,
stream.
all right.
Hecate, go ahead and introduce yourself briefly, just so we can give it a yeah. No, hear Hecate.
No, you're the only one.
Oh,
I
no.
can't hear. No, hear wife.
Are you just method acting as
I think I see
Christian
the
Bale?
issue. One moment, please.
Oh, good.
All right, let me.
I mean, you could always
everybody,
do charades.
Oh, that's true.
Go ahead and do the
ASL.
intro minus Hecate, and I'll figure their thing out.
I feel
I
like
was
if you
doing
had somebody do an ASL for this channel in particular, it'd be like the ones at the Eminem concert. Yeah. Yeah, and like
That is my favorite thing to see. When, like, you have somebody at the rap concerts doing ASL because they get like into it, and it is amazing. I love it. Don't worry, folks. We'll get it all figured out.
Oh yeah.
As we do, and when we do, then we'll start it off.
I believe Hecate, you can be heard now.
Oh,
Hello.
yes.
As I wait, Chair. Oh yeah! I am the OBS God.
Let's go!
Now she's gone. What?
Because I disappeared.
The camera
Camera
flickered for a
disappeared.
moment.
Oh, okay. Well, hello everyone. Welcome.
And she's
And-
like,
and I'm
turn her
loud.
down then. Okay.
Welcome
I'm
to
sorry.
Playotic Tuesdays.
I'm so sorry.
I'm Mick, and this is Lasers and Liches, and we are joined by some lovely guests. You have the three normal Playotic fools in myself, Nolan, and Zachary, and then we have three wonderful guests who came to join the playoffs with us today. Mick is soft.
I'm working on it. I will just keep talking and I'll make the adjustments.
Bro, I'm so hard right now. You don't even know. Bro. Anyway, we have some lovely guests, and I'm going to allow them to just introduce themselves in general, and then we'll start talking about our characters and such. But we were so blessed to have a new Dungeon Daddy come and guide us through the
5
rad
minutes
synth.
in.
This rad synth 80s world that is Lasers and Liches. So I'll turn him
Father
over.
of Fables.
Yes. So, Fantasy Father, tell us more. Take it away, Gup. You introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Gup. So it's fantastic to be asked to DM for you all. I've been enjoying your content and games for quite a while now, so it's a pleasure. And thank you very much for having me on here. I look forward to it. And I stream D&D, and I've been playing for a few years. So yeah, it's cool. Nice to be here.
Pleasure
That's
is
funny.
all ours. Thank you. Thank you for running the show for us.
I'm so excited about
the
this.
DM.
This is
I
such
remember- I
a unique
want you to-
setting.
I want you to remember that you said this because there will be a moment where you will probably no longer feel that way.
I will stand by it.
Okay. Baby Mist, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Hello, I am Baby Mist. I have been playing for a few years now. I am part of Gup's other squad and have run with a few of his games so far, and it has been a nightmare every single time. Seriously, he has crushed my soul almost every single game. So I'm excited to see what he's going to do here. Kidding
I will
aside.
destroy your boots.
Nice.
Yes, he destroyed my boots too. No, but I'm excited to see what goes on here, and I'm grateful to be a part of this community. I'm looking forward to it.
It is a bunch of really great folks. We have an obscene amount of meme lords who will be dropping some wonderful memes in the Discord as we go along. Well, this is session 0, so I don't know how many memes we'll get, but we do have some wonderful people. And speaking of wonderful people, the lovely lady who married me, my wife.
It's me. You may know me from chat. I am Heke Katagawa, and I'm happy to be here today. I'm just happy to be with all these beautiful people. And yeah, here we are. Here we are. We're doing it. We're doing it, guys.
We're doing it live.
Doing it live. We're live, pal.
Doing it and doing it well. Well, with that, Fantasy Father, Dungeon Daddy,
I like it when you say that.
Synth Wave. I don't have an S word that is
Senpai?
Synthwave Senpai.
Oh, nice.
Take it away.
Yeah, so we're gonna be getting into a really interesting kind of universe. I can't remember who made this, and I feel bad for not knowing that. But it's Lasers and Liches, or the Retroverse, and it's a very unique kind of synth 80s retro kind of world where you can take everything you know about, the sword and sorcery aspect of D&D and just like throw it. Like it's there somewhere, but there is a whole lot more to this. The world is a Rubik's Cube, literally a Rubik's Cube that moves on a central axis. So that being said, there's a whole slew of new classes, races, a couple of new mechanics to implement, and a whole bunch of spells and stuff. Ooh. Is that your soundboard, or is that actual? Oh, okay. I really thought that was Zach. Okay.
Bob, no hands.
So I haven't had a session 0 in a while with people that I don't normally play with, so this is a little new for me as well. But I do want to go over a few of the kind of things that are unique for, I guess, the way that I run games and stuff, and make sure it's all copacetic with the players. So, and to run more upbeat, humorous kind of games, and like the lulls. So there's that. Shenanigans are all on the table, and I don't really have triggering scenarios typically, but if anything ever bothers any one of y'all, just be like, "Hey, Gup, shut the fuck up," and I'll do it. So I do cuss. Language doesn't bother me, and I know that it's typically kind of like it's here. Okay,
I feel like it's encouraged.
I
really,
the White Dragon.
Oh yeah, well,
Yes,
the White Dragon pretty much like blew past any sort of I guess real boundaries that we had. So
yeah,
love it though. We were skirting that line all episode, and then Newt just took us right over it.
So I do run a couple, before we get into character stuff, a couple of homebrew rules that I want to make sure y'all are okay with. The crits. So I like to do now max damage dice plus your extra roll. Is that copacetic with y'all?
Yeah.
With me.
Sweet. Okay. Makes them a little more impactful.
I like to roll 32 d20s plus 8d6 minus 44 drop lowest times 4.
Divide that by 2.
No.
What?
Yeah. And you're good. Drinking potions for you, or consumables, things like that, or a bonus action, but administering them to somebody else is an action. Sound all right?
Sounds good.
Cool. The cliche inspiration system. This will be the first time using it. This is so fun. absolutely ludicrous things that you could do in lieu of just getting advantage. So, you can like firm grip somebody's handshake, and if you beat the DC and you have a stronger grip than them, then they're your friend. Okay, and you can use those with inspiration points. So I've never really used inspiration points, but that whole cliche thing was awesome. I don't know if y'all have read it yet or not.
Negative.
Nolan and I are
It's-
absolutely going to do that handshake for sure.
Yeah,
That is gonna happen.
they're all iconic cliches. Like you can flick a cigarette and just like light a trail of oil and blow up a building kind of ordeal and walk
Nice.
away. It's look
Okay.
badass. So with inspiration, of course. And I thought it was neat. So if y'all are cool with running that, I'd like to throw that into the game.
1000%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The corruption, we talked about that a little earlier. So this world has innate corruption in its code. You're all coded into the world in some way, shape, form, or fashion through DNA or the Matrix, or I don't know if I can say that, the Matrix, through
Similar to, but legally distinct from Matrix.
yeah, there you go. So it's kind of like a disease. You can get hit by somebody with corruption, and then you have to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 11. And if you fail it 3 times, you get 1 level, all the way up to 7 levels. At 7 levels, you Thanos snap disappear, and you cease to exist. Every level that you get, you roll a D100 and consult the table, and it could be crazy things like you get plus 4 AC, or you get disadvantage on all of your rolls, or it could be good or bad. It's just kind of the roll of the dice. It's chaos. I like it.
I like
and-
option number 65. You produce a chicken egg from one orifice every morning. It is edible.
Oh my gosh.
Is that real?
But would you want
Yes.
to eat it? Is the question.
I guess it depends on the
Which
orifice.
Yeah. Well, for science, I mean, no matter the orifice. Yeah.
Does the orifice magically resize? Because this could
Oh no.
cause some issues.
We'll have to find out.
Just pull an egg. That's a hell of a magic trick. Pull it out of the ear.
Yeah, ear. That's the first thing I went to.
Yeah. North of the waist, that's first place where my mind went. Yep.
Yeah. That's where all eggs come from. So we've got it also functions a little different from players and NPCs. If you have something with corruption, you hit an NPC, it can like make them go mad and crazy and start like raging out and attacking everybody, because NPCs aren't going to roll on a D100 table every time. So it's like always beneficial to you if you hit somebody with it, kind of ordeal. So it's neat little mechanic.
There's a feat called Cliche Master.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is this feat? I haven't read these all yet.
Okay, let me read this off. You can call upon and recreate nearly every trope in existence. Your intelligence score increases by 1 to a maximum of 20. Once after finishing a long rest, you can use any cliche.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice.
I might
I
have
like
to take
that.
that feat.
Yeah, because there's a lot of cliches. There was a nice, handy handful of them to work with. Also, spells. Like there are some new spells and shit you can use. Like you can get an air guitar reaction cantrip, which is you can blast a high energy wave of encouragement at creatures you can see within range, and if they just made an ability check or saving throw, you can add +1 to it. And that's like something you can do as a reaction. It's a cantrip. Bust out your air guitar and just kind of fucking slam down. So that's yeah.
I do have one question.
Mhm.
Since this is very heavily 80s influenced, how much cocaine are each of our characters on? Just out of curiosity.
We're going to start with 1d4 grams because
Okay.
you're only level 3.
So just like rubbing it on the gums so you don't get addicted. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
just a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All kinds of new stuff. I've still got a lot of reading to do in it, but that's kind of what we're here to do, is discuss characters and roll for stats and stuff like that. So I mean, shoot, we can get into that if y'all want to.
I like to party.
Do you like to have fun? Okay, cool. I like fun.
I like to
Shit.
get down.
Yeah. Give me 1 gram of cocaine, please.
I will take one cocaine. I think I'd like to try some of that cocaine.
You don't want none. You don't want none of this, do we?
You don't want get out of here, Dewey. You don't want none of this shit.
It's the cheapest drug there is. Okay.
Turns
So
all your bad feelings into good ones. It's a nightmare.
I watched that movie. I'm not being facetious at all. 13 times back to back. It just stayed on repeat in my DVD player when I was living by myself. Best movie, hands down.
It's such a great movie.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. And
It's not habit forming.
it's not going to make me want to have sex, is it?
It makes sex better.
My favorite one, though, is the last one. If we're going to go straight
It's
into
the
it.
next logical step for you.
When they're old. I mean, it's like,
Oh yeah.
I don't. Well, this pill, it gives you a boner. I don't want that, do we? Didn't you hear what I said? It kills me every time. Anyway, so rolling for stats. Do y'all know what y'all are playing yet? Have you figured out your characters?
Yeah, do we want to
I haven't
introduce
played.
our characters?
Yeah,
give
let's,
give a little backstory.
Start up and to the right. Let's start with Zach.
Okay. Well, I'm essentially playing a Gundam Wing that has had, for those who have seen previous streams, I have a character first who's a robot boy, but I'm going to pull him from where he was in the land of Strahd, and now he exists here and is very confused by this.
And he has theme music. Play his theme music, Nolan.
That's for session 1. I'm not ready
Oh.
for that.
Okay, that's fine. I'm sorry. Never mind. By the way,
barely made
We
it to
were so
session 0.
Excited about this theme music.
theme. Okay, just FYI, we all are gonna have theme music. So you know.
I'm sorry for that incredible disappointment.
My disappointment is immense.
I don't have theme music yet for you in here, but I can put on some here. Let me send you the Foundry link so you can get into Foundry if you want.
I definitely need to set that up. I forgot.
But
We're gonna hear
essentially,
first voice.
the actual name of my species is I am a synthetic, which in this lore, the flare, which is the virus, I think that's the name of the virus according to what I read, and basically fused organic material with mechanical. And so I thought it'd be neat if, like, essentially the pilot of a Gundam like thing, but legally distinct from
Schmundum Wing.
when it happened, it just became one with the machine, and their core is like their mind. So we're gonna say he didn't have a core previously, or maybe it was damaged, and that's where the other mentality comes into.
I love that you're using that character from Curse of Strahd. That's awesome. Where is my PDF? I'm trying to find my PDF so I can kind of read over these as you're going. Because I'm gonna after I was like, there's so many of these. I'm gonna read over the one specifically that y'all are using, so that I know. What class are you doing? Or are you saving that bit of information?
So I'm gonna go with let me get to the area. It is Defragger. Is that the name of it? Right?
Yes, the Defragger. Yeah.
Yes.
The art looks so good. And like, I don't know if are we allowed to use the art that comes with this? How does that work?
I don't
Like, I
think
would
it's
have
big
on
enough
screen.
for it to matter.
What are they gonna do? Sue us? Please don't sue us.
It's publicity, right?
Yeah, that's true. We could reach out and say, hey.
Yeah, it's Chris Locke and Louis Abadias that made this, and the art they have come out with it is just fucking killer.
It's so
It is.
sick. Like,
right, so
You
How
want me to
do
tell
you-
you what page?
I see here. You're going with the defragger. Okay, cool. So how do y'all want to do? Do you want to introduce your character, then roll for stats individually? Do you want to go through and introduce each character? How do y'all want to do that?
I'd say probably introduce, and then we can all like roll and all that stuff at once.
I dig it. All right, then. Mist.
Sure. I am playing a. Let me pull it over so I can see what I'm looking at. A punk elf glitch hunter named Liches. And with the punk elves, they have this wonderful tattoo built into them or on their skin that's almost like a living tattoo that, dependent on their emotions, it can take form and change. So it's got this ink magic. With her, she's going to lose control of her emotions from time to time, and the tattoo is going to almost come with a mind of its own and do things that she's not always necessarily what she wanted or may not have a control over.
Nice.
So see how that plays out. And I liked the idea of having a glitch hunter with maybe not a full criminal background, but something of just a little bit of a darker assassin type background. So
Morally gray.
yeah, we're gonna go that way.
And since I just now pulled up in my notes, Zach, what was your race again?
Synthetic.
Synthetic. That's right.
He's a good boy.
Did we want to say our subclasses too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 3 starts off with subclasses. That's right. So yes, do. Especially for me. Defrag. What is your Zach?
I am going to be a data compiler.
Oh my gosh, all these new things. Tell me a little bit about the data compiler. Skipped ahead a little too
Being
early.
a data compiler is a rare feat. The balance between corruption and the code is such that few people can walk that uneven tightrope. Those that can often find unique abilities in the mixing of their powers. Instead of being the front-facing champion, they use their understandings to subtly manipulate the world around them.
Nice. Is that the one that lets you cure corruption? Is that something you get?
Yeah, there's Burn Corrupted, and then there's also this ability called C-Frag Strike. So anytime I make like a melee attack, I can expend 5 health points and have that melee attack explode.
Nice. Oh, that's the one with the awesome art. I found it here that you showed me earlier. I love that.
So yeah, no, the art is actually what swayed me to play this. I was like,
It's super cool.
I get extra arms, dude.
It's a robot with like this Troy mohawk, and you got like 2 arms and 2 spectral arms with a bunch of swords. I love it. So that was
It's
one of the
super
things
cool.
that drew me to this setting. So when you first, Mick, you first
Oh,
mentioned
yeah.
something to me, and I was like, okay, oh, there it is.
There it is.
See-
No hat? You didn't get the
Can't
hat?
find it.
Ah,
Oh.
that's all right.
I'll find it
Yes.
before next episode.
And he was like, he asked me about DMing, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then I'm like, I would love that. And then I'm in my head, I'm thinking, I've got to find something over the top and like outlandish for this group of people for sure.
We
And
love
I
that
was,
kind of thing around here.
yeah, I was like, sweet. And but it's, there's no D&D Beyond for it. Got to use pen and paper. Y'all were all on board. I was like, sweet. And that's badass. So
It's too cool, man.
the snippet that I read was like you can be a samurai wielding laser swords made of dubstep, and I'm like, the image I saw was like a warhammer made of a beatboxing microphone. I was like, okay, it's badass. It's gonna happen.
It's too good.
So we've got the data compiler, and then what was your subclass, Mist?
It is the Ether Vandal. Because I love the
Ooh.
idea of like the graffiti.
Ah, it's so cool.
That's really
Right?
cool.
Aether Vandal.
This module is like the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with because everything is so insanely cool, man.
incredible.
Like it's so hard to pick. I went back and forth between two, but when Nolan was like, "I'm gonna play," I'm like, I know exactly what I'm picking.
The first thing I was like, all you had to do is tell him you can literally play a wrestler. So, because I remember that cinder block from that. Was that a one shot that y'all were running?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a three-parter.
Yeah, it was a three-parter.
Kinsey wasn't available for the final episode or something, right? So I slid
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
is your
I-
go, buddy. You get to tell us about your character now.
I don't have enough throat lozenges to speak in character, so I'm just gonna.
save it for the first one.
I'll save it
We're
for next
actually
week.
doing it.
I'm going to be reprising the role of Cinder Block. He, of course, as you know, is the Colossus of Rock with bones of stone. He is the heavyweight champion of the world. He, in 5e, in the one shot that we ran, he was a barbarian, a barbarian bard multi-class, whose sole focus was to grapple people, pin them down, and let his teammates tag in for the pin. I'm pretty much going to be doing the exact same thing here, except there is the pro wrestler subclass, which is just so fucking on point. However, I'm trying to get to it as I speak here, but I can't operate an Adobe PDF. Never mind the fact I've been working in IT for damn near 2 decades.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, I believe I'm going to, pending next actual episode when I lock it in. Where's the table of contents? Holy shit!
It's like the very second thing you see.
Oh my god! I kept seeing the Patreon thing, and I was just like, I don't want that.
Keep going up.
Okay. I reserve the right to change my mind. However, I believe I'm going to be going with the barbarian subclass, the Techno Viking. The path of the Techno Viking is one paved with long hair, guitar riffs, and blood. Basically, it's a barbarian, but you can you get some advantage on dex saving throws in addition to some bonus strength. When you make a melee weapon attack using your strength or dexterity, you can gain the rage bonus and add that to the damage roll, which is kind of just normal ragey stuff. But there's some cool, like, what level are we starting off at? Third?
Three. Yep.
3. So I'll give you where is it? I'll give you an example of, I won't be able to use this right out the gate, but Rip and Tear at 6th level, whenever you grapple an enemy, you can use your reaction to hurt the enemy that you've grappled. So you can just like grab them and then just like fucking headbutt them or something.
Or squeeze really tight.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I think I'm going to go with the Techno Viking.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's apropos, I think.
It is.
Yeah. I can see that. So, I mean, you can bite them. You can rip their ear off. I mean, surely nobody in any pro combative sport has ever bit somebody's ear off before.
No, never. I can't imagine
hear
something
that.
like that
Yeah.
happening.
I feel like I would have read that somewhere, but
Yeah. Surely, that'd be a big deal. Nice. Okay, what race are you?
I'm going to be staying as a Goliath.
Goliath. Okay. Yeah, that is the joy too. Is this everything 5e is available, as well as the additions to this. There were a shitload of races added in this.
There were. I
It was
really
nuts.
considered changing Cinder's race to what was it? Thematically, I like, what is it called? The reborn or the undead people.
they're super cool.
Yeah,
I like
Reborn.
them, but it just didn't make sense for Cinder Block. And then I also considered going with a mechanome and an action halfling, but ultimately I decided to stay.
The name is too good.
If they weren't halflings, I probably would have gone with them, but just fucking action halflings. They're just like, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a halfling with an extreme lifestyle.
Is that Tom Cruise?
You know what?
All right, so cool. Well, I like the Goliath though. Goliath, Barbarian, Techno Viking. All right, and next, Mick.
So I really went back and forth between two things here. From the beginning, I knew I was going to be a Neon Dragonborn because it just sounds like the coolest thing in the world. So Neon Dragonborn, and at first I was going to be a death metal bard. Oh, we are getting raided. D&D for awesome. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders. Hey, guys. Welcome in. So I was initially going to be a death metal bard because I thought that would be really cool. But then I discovered that I could be a professional wrestler. So I immediately reversed course, especially when Nolan said he was going to reprise Cinder Block. I was like, well, you know, why not be Cinder Block's greatest rival? So I decided to create the king of the death match, Onita Spinebuster. Let me tell you something, Cinder Block. You call yourself the champion of the world. You're no champion. You're not even scum. You're not fit to live on the bottom of my boot, brother. Because every champion...
Brother, you're gonna need some KY jelly because you're gonna have to take that boot, turn it sideways, and shove it up your ass!
Let me tell you something, Cinder Block. You're a champion, but what's a champion to a king? Because I am the king of the death match. And when you're laying on your back, counting the number of lights in the arena, you're gonna gaze upon your king. And you're gonna acknowledge me. And you're gonna thank me for the beating that I unleashed upon you. So he's an athlete as his specialty at level 3. He is the king of the death match, so he specializes.
I need you both to get like actual like microphones that you can hold.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cinder Block, I'm gonna grind your bones to make my bread.
Exactly.
Oh, Cinder Block is in a position unjustifiably that he'd rather not be in, but let me tell you what, brother, the cream always rises to the top, and Cinder Block is gonna pulverize your bones into dust at SummerSlam next Tuesday at 7:30 Central Time on PlayoticGames.tv.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. You think you know pain. You don't know anything about pain until I take you into that ring, into the barbed wire C4 death match. Oh, yeah, brother. Trepidatious. That's going to be the word of the day for Cinder Block when he steps into the arena against the king of the death match. All hail, Onita Spinebuster. Yeah. Acknowledge me, Cinder Block.
Is gonna need a vocabulary lesson, but you know what kind of lesson Cinder Block isn't gonna need, brother? He doesn't need a lesson in kicking your fucking ass!
You're gonna need a lesson in how to spell, because I'm gonna knock your brains right out of your body. When I wrap my arm in barbed wire and stick it straight up the sun don't shine, Cinder Block, you're gonna get down on your knees and pray to whatever god you can find. But the only thing that you're gonna find is your king, the Deathmatch King. And you will acknowledge me, Cinder Block. And you will thank me. Next Tuesday at 7:30 Central Standard Time in the Playoffs Arena, brother. You're gonna bring your best, and I'm gonna bring mine. And it's not gonna be enough. All hail the king of the death match.
As you pull your barbed wire hand out of the area the sun don't shine, you hold an egg.
Just do this all night.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's it. That's the whole campaign. This is the game.
So yeah, like
Session 1 just changed entirely. No.
So my guy's an athlete. He's the king of the death match, so he specializes in because he has his neon dragonborn breath, so he specializes in dealing with fire, barbed wire, 2x4s wrapped in barbed wire, thumbtacks.
Can I have a cream saver?
Blown up already.
So
yeah.
What are you again? What class?
I am the fighter, Path of the Wrestler.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I am the king of the death match, Onita Spinebuster. By the way, Atushi Onita is actually the king of the death match in Japan. For anybody who's familiar.
I need a
Nice.
boundary.
Everybody knows that. God.
It's your turn,
valid.
Hecate.
Yeah, Hecate, go ahead.
Well, now I just feel so small and quiet now. Hi, my name's Hecate. They were really big and scary, and I don't want to be in this party anymore. Alright, so I'm going to be a void tiefling, which is kind of Lovecraftian. Like instead of horns, they have tentacle horns, and they have a tailticle.
Tailticle.
A
Yeah.
tailticle. They have a deep connection to the emptiness that created them and their tiny place within it. I like the whole etherealness of that. Also, they look really cool. And
that
my
art looks so awesome.
right, yeah, that's kind of what I'm basing my cosplay off of. Of course, I'm not going to have like cool tentacle dreads or an actual tailticle, but we'll do my best. And the class I'm going with, and I'm pulling up the page so I can read words, is a synth weaver. Ooh.
I'm so happy somebody chose that.
Yeah, it's
What
gonna
type
be
of
good.
musical instrument are you going to be using?
I'm gonna start out with a keytar.
Yes.
Fuck yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna be a
Let's see.
beat booster.
A beat booster. I need to
So
read
it's
this.
more party beneficial.
So more of a support class. Let's see. The beat booster at synth weaver hype. Beat mixer. There we go. Nice. Rollerblades at 3rd level. And then right below it, there's a picture of Nolan.
Like straight up.
Yeah. No, it really is.
Nolan, they somehow found you and put you on page 128.
Excellent. I'm gonna have to find that and see if I can throw it up on stream.
Yeah, I get to skate around the battlefield and be all like,
Oh shit!
Wiggity wim wham wazzle.
I hope everybody heard that.
That was
Babes.
sick.
I'm so tired,
All right.
buddy.
and hopefully like really boost my team with my healing beats.
Oh, I'm loving this so much.
This
This is
is
peak
incredible.
TTRPG. Love
Yes.
It's just gonna be me and Nolan screaming at each other for 20 minutes every game, and everybody else just like, what the hell's going on?
Does this do anything? No. Damn it. Fuck!
it. She's a Lucio. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Basically. Basically.
With the guitar.
turn up the
Feel that
beat.
healing beat.
That's awesome. Man, this is going to be so interesting.
Rock the block.
Jesus
you're amazing.
Christ. Oh, man.
Spine break. Hell yeah.
That's clutch.
Wait, come like directly behind me. You're not on frame. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Rock the block! Rock the block!
Spine break.
Yeah, I love it.
It's gonna be too good. And what is
Yeah,
your
yeah.
name?
Oh, my name is
Yeah.
Cascada Minogue.
I'm going to attempt to write that down.
I don't think I even said mine.
Weaver beat. It's a beat what?
A beat booster.
Yeah. There we go. Sweet. Okay, that is quite the party composition, quite the personality. I love it. Oh my gosh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, man, I'm just thinking ahead now too, and yeah, okay, so cool. Do y'all want to roll some dice?
Hell yeah.
Yas.
Wait a
Okay.
minute. Zach, is your character's name Jeff, but with a Y?
No, it is Y3FF.
Oh, Y3F.
But people that know me call me Yef.
I was really sad because the font that we use, Medusa, doesn't actually have numbers in it. So
Oh,
no.
Aw.
oh wait, I need to enable these in hex user and character names, all that good stuff.
So I'm pretty generous, I think, when it comes to rolling for stats because, I mean, we're here to feel awesome, right? That's the whole goal. So
Hell yeah.
I do roll 46, keep the upper 3. You can do 3 sets, pick your favorite set. If you don't have a set with at least 115 in it, you can either bump the highest one to 15 or roll another set, your choice. But, you know, you want at least a 15 to what you're going to be specializing in. So, yeah. That's typically how I've always done rolling for stats.
4d6, you
You
said?
to repeat that in a moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baby, what was your character's name and what class are you?
Sorry, what'd you ask?
What's your character's name and what class are you?
Liches.
Like the router?
And
Like the router. Yeah.
Excellent.
That's what I was thinking.
and
Very
I'm a
weird.
glitch hunter.
Thematic.
Okay.
I like it. Defragger.
I'm no
I'll
longer
tell you
a
what,
glitch hunter,
the
by the way.
Linksys WRT54G holds a special place in my heart.
Do we need to drop a die after 4d6? Or is
Yep.
Okay.
Drop the lowest. Yeah.
Oh, shit. I mean, it was actually good. So that's.
I have actually still managed to have people with 3 sub 10 rolls with this method. We just finished a campaign with a fairy bard warlock with an intelligence score of 7.
Tragic.
It was beautiful.
Oh, I need to close Discord. My computer's going to crash.
Yeah,
Only
it's
a
gonna take
member
some
not
getting used to like going not having D&D. I'm so spoiled to having D&D Beyond. It's like I have a search bar I can type for something and find it. So it's going to be a little getting used to, but that's okay.
Yeah. All right. Now that I'm done with OBS, what was the rolls?
Roll 4d6, drop the lowest one.
4d6 drop lowest. Gotcha.
Mhm.
And then
And
something
you
about
can
a
do
minimum out of 15.
You can yep. You can roll 3 sets, pick the one you like the best. If none of them have a 15, roll again. I love the sound of clacking. These classes are like what are the coolest string of words we can put together. That's no lie. Like while they're rolling for stats, so like some of the other options in this, you can. The species that were added are Saren, Hiveborn, like you got synthetics, trogs, a bunch of dragonborn variation, cosmic dwarfs, punk elves, mecha gnomes, hack orcs, half elf relicas. And human offline. I'm not sure what a human offline is, but you've got like Apogee classes, the Defragger, Hollow Knight, Synth Weaver, Glitch Hunter, and then there's some new subclasses like the Techno Viking Barbarian, the Bard College of Metal, Cleric Dope Action. There's the Druid Circle of the Corrupted, which I also thought was super interesting. You got the Fighter Path of the Wrestler, the Fury Fu Monk. That's hard to say. Fury Fu Monk. And my personal favorite is Paladin Oath of Awesome. So it's hard. It would be hard for me not to play that. Every time you succeed on a roll, there's a table, and you just get more and more powerful as like the hype train keeps going, and you get stronger and stronger. But when you fail, you start going down the losing streak. I love it.
Okay, one more time for my lizard brain as I'm writing this down. Did you say 4d6 drop lowest, 3
Correct.
rolls for each stat, and if you don't have 15 in that stat, roll again?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, no, roll like 3 sets, and then you can put those numbers wherever you want. And if you roll 46, drop lowest one, however many stats you got, 6 stats, So that 6 times. Put those numbers anywhere you want. You can do that 3 times.
Okay, so
And
3
pick your
sets
favorite.
of 6.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
The muscle sorcerer was also really awesome. A sorcerer.
Oh, that was
uses
tempting
strength.
too.
Yeah, like have you seen what's that show? Doom, the Doom Patrol. Did you watch the Doom Patrol show?
Not
I
yet.
am
If I don't know if you're familiar, they use some really obscure characters in that. But what was his name? Flex Mentalo. Yeah, so like the muscle sorcerer uses strength as their spellcasting modifier, and like the whole thing is like you just flex your muscles to create magic out of sheer force of will. And I'm like, I could just picture magic missiles, Terry Crews, the pecs flexing and the bolt just shooting out every time it flexes. I love it.
All right, I got my stats. Went 17 strength, 11 dex, because king of the dex death match. You don't need to be nimbly bimbly. 13 constitution, because again, it's the king of the death match. You want to be able to take a hit and keep on moving.
For sure.
11 intelligence. I've had a few headshots in the day. It's fine. 12 wisdom. Because when you're a savage, but you're deep. And then 15 charisma, because well, like, duh, I gotta,
Did you say 15 on the charisma?
yeah.
Hey, what's up,
Yeah,
man?
you got to be charismatic to be a wrester. Yeah.
Hello, Shannon. Yeah, I had my second highest stat in Constitution, but I was like, to be a wrestler, I feel like I gotta put it in.
It's all about the show. Baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Me and Cinderblock, it's like dance. That's all it is. Like we get it. We're all chawing off at each other, but then we lock up, and and it's like, all right, brother, let's take it easy out there tonight. Little walk and talk, slip on a banana peel, go home.
Oh, Jesus.
I just slap him in a headlock. Asa. All right, drop down, hip toss. Wrestling is real. Yes, you're right, Ash. It is real.
Real entertainment.
It is real entertaining. Yeah.
Everything I do is real, brother. You're right. I am 100% real.
Yeah, there's really interesting equipment too. So all the standard equipment from PHP and all that's still available. So I'm going to do equipment. You're at level 3, so you can start with your starting equipment, and it tells you on your class portion of the PDF what you can kind of start with or your options. But I'm also going to let you roll for starting gold based on your class. So you can start with that much money and spend it on stuff if you would like.
Cool.
So we'll go kind of both. Level 3, you've done something notable. You've earned some money. You've won some cage matches.
King
So,
of the
yeah. I mean, the heavyweight champion of the world's not going to be broke. So you got to have a little bit of money.
Where does it have the starting equipment? I don't see it.
So if you are a fighter path of the
Maybe I'm not
wrestler,
looking.
that will be all the way at the bottom of its sheet. Oh man, the art of that tiefling. Oh, that's the Oath of Oth Paladin. Never mind. So it might not be on yours since it's a subclass. You would start with the regular fighter stuff, but when it comes to like shield or something like that, you can substitute that for the new stuff if you would like.
Yeah, if I can get barbed wire, that'd be really cool.
If you can get barbed wire,
Yeah.
I think that can be a thing that can happen.
Nice. Or a light tube would also be great. If I had a light tube that I could smash over someone's head, also acceptable.
Like a club, but a neon light.
I feel like my standard weapon would be your good old barbed wire baseball bat. Shout out to Mick Foley. A kendo stick,
yeah.
perhaps.
Oh yeah. let's see. Let's look at some of the weapons here.
Is there like a page where weapons are listed?
There is, yes. If you scroll up to the thing in chapter 4, page 182, 181 is armor and shields, and 182 is weapons. So there are some.
There we go.
Oh yeah, there's like slingshots that actually you don't have to have multi-attack to shoot the slingshot twice. I like that. Energy weapons, like stun batons and stuff like that. Let's see, lead pipe, metal knuckles, stun baton. You get laser blasters, star glaives, laser discs, a chainsaw, a claw glove.
You could be Freddy Krueger.
You can be Freddy Krueger, yeah. Laser swords, phasers, a shuriken. What is a bolter? Oh, it's ammunition. Okay. So yeah, like you could put a stun baton. I think would work for like a baseball bat with barbed wire, and just change it to slashing damage.
Yeah.
I think that would be. That's only 1d4 though. I feel like it would be.
You need to pick a position, Jojo. Pick a position, Jojo. No.
Maybe a lead pipe.
The lead pipe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lead
pipe and just flavor it.
slashing. Yeah.
That set is very tempting to keep. We got a 16,
Ooh.
then it goes all downhill.
Oh.
12,
What?
10, 9,
Oh God.
8, and 7.
Be right back.
Oh man. And that's your best set?
No, that's my worst set.
Okay.
It's really tempting to keep just from a sheer fuckery standpoint.
Oh yeah.
But I think
I like the
winning
shenanigans. I like the fuckery.
Cinderblock is he's aging. He's a he's a 7'7" Goliath. He's like 333 pounds. That it takes a toll.
Takes a
on
toll
your
on
body.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter how big you are, that'll take a toll on you. Yeah. Some of the armor's kind of neat. Like some of the shields too. Like you can get a plasteel is a type of like material used in armor and stuff, and it's like very durable, but it costs double the price to fix. And like you get a shield, the plasteel shield shatters if you receive a critical hit. Like it'll just straight up break. But it lets you use your AC bonus and still use both hands for your weapon. So like it's like a wrist-mounted shield, so you can still two-handed wield.
Ash just learned that there's a corporate overlord warlock, and had I not already locked in Cinderblock, I would 1000% be playing a corporate overlord warlock.
It's pretty great. I read through that one. It's hilarious.
Corporate overlord patron. I did not see that, or the lasermancy wizard.
There's just so many. Like we're gonna have to do more lichers and lasers to experience.
Yeah.
Them all.
I 100% want to run this so much. So there's because you want to experience all of this, all of these races, it's almost like a whole new game.
Mm-hmm.
And the world is there's in the DM version of the DM PDF, it shows like the world, how in D&D they're all in spheres with all your planes and stuff. This is a Rubik's cube. It's got square sides, and every now and then it'll shift. And so like one block of the Rubik's Cube might be a desert, and it'll have like a whole bunch of cities in there, but then it'll shift over to like a lava side, and suddenly there's lava all over the ground and destroys cities. And I'm like, oh, that's really interesting.
Nolan, don't feel like you have to be Cinder if you want to be the
No,
warlock.
he's perfect for this. It's just
That's
like
fair. You're like, damn it, there's so much cool shit.
Don't
I know.
hinder
It's
the
just
cinder.
I was like, yeah, Cinderblock would be perfect, especially when you said you were going to be a spinebreaker wrestler. And then I just started reading everything. I was like, fuck, man, there's so many cool things.
I so badly wanted to be the death metal bard, just because I was like, especially after watching
did you not
Stranger
go
Things.
metal?
Oh yeah,
Like I was just basically
Metalocalypse.
Eddie Munson. The most metal gift of all, nothing. Now I have a quick question, Dungeon Daddy.
Yes.
May I also have a chain, but just flavor it as barbed wire? So the same
Yes.
thing. It's
Yeah.
slashing
Did you-
instead of blood.
Did you roll for gold
Oh,
as well?
What do I need
So, I mean, if you're a fighter, so that would actually be starting gold. That is 5d4 times 10.
Nice.
Yeah, they get good gold.
I have a spell. It's called Hillwhelm Scream. The puns.
There are so many puns in this written material.
So I have 120 gold.
Oh my, yeah, nice. Okay. I'm
wait,
pretty sure you can afford some barbed wire. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. I have so many tabs open right now. And I'm using Edge. What the hell is going on with my life? Okay, so yeah, I mean you can buy a chain just like that would be 5 gold.
Nice.
5 gold. Buy you a chain. It's barbed wire though. Actually, what if it is like barbed wire, but it's like linked like chains?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But do the barbs on them, are they metal or are they laser?
Oh, they're metal. You know,
Okay.
Laser barbs.
he's old school. Well, now I got to get myself a sick leather jacket because what you know you're not a real wrestler, brother, unless you're wearing like a sick leather jacket. So.
What kind of like chest exposed, no shirt underneath?
Oh yeah, you know, just no shirt, so you can see the scars on his scales and
The
stuff.
baby oil.
Yeah, you know, he's got a. Well, you know, him and Cinderblock are gonna see each other and be like, do the, you know, you son of a bitch. It's like,
One, y'all definitely have to add to your starting equipment 1 bottle of oil. Like, and
for sure.
That's just a guaranteed wrestler thing. Like, you've got to
Yeah.
douse your body. Yeah. Might be flammable though. Who knows? It's never been tested.
I'm immune. I'm immune to fire damage, so it's all good.
Is baby oil flammable? Is that a thing?
It can be.
If you get it hot enough.
One way to find out.
We should make non-flammable.
I feel like flammable baby oil is a terrible design choice.
Right.
It's a great band name, though.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's metal.
Metal.
Oh, let me change this song. So, been playing the same one over and over.
I've been listening to the same song on loop.
Yeah, I forgot it's been going on. And I've been listening to that every time I'm working on Foundry. This has been playing, so I've been listening to it for days. Have y'all used Foundry before? I know you have, Mist. Have y'all used it before?
What? I've never
Used it.
used
Well,
it.
I say
I
used
haven't.
it. I've been a player at a Foundry table before, but it was just kind of like a passive thing, not something I participated in using.
Gotcha. It's a little different from Roll20. There's no layers and stuff. It's all on one layer, and then the GM can just like hide stuff and whatnot. So I like that you don't have to switch between things. There's some things I like better about Roll20 and some things I like better about this, but ultimately I like the used to you could D&D importer. You could buy a D&D importer through Patreon pledge, and I took the D&D source material one night before I went to bed and hit convert all, and it just throughout the night put everything from D&D Beyond into Foundry. And so all I had to do was type in a monster's name and drag it over onto the board, and it came with a little token ready to go. And that made my life so easy. But Wizards bought D&D Beyond, and that got shut down.
Classic.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wizards. Speaking of
Yeah.
corporate overlords, am I right?
My patron is Jeremy Crawford. So we got gold. Anybody else want to roll for their gold, or have you done it yet?
Oh, sure. What are we rolling? How are we doing it?
So you are a synth edic. there's more words to that. Synthetic, you get. Nope, it's by class, not race. Sorry.
I was gonna say it's defragger.
Defragger. You get starting equipment of and gold equaling 2. Dang, these are way down there.
Get a martial weapon and a shield.
Dang, that's loud.
Yeah, it's loud.
Scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh god, are the aliens coming?
Where is it? I know it tells you.
80.
80. Oh, went the wrong way. 80?
79. Well, 80 in Adobe's count, not the book count. So 79 in the book.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, so you can get in. You're proficient with all armor, any shield. So you can start with a martial weapon and a shield. And your gold is. There's hit die. I saw it somewhere earlier. Gold, starting gold. Oh, I know where it's at. Let's see. Armor, shields, corruption, feats, player. Equipment, I think. Yeah, defragger starts with 4d4 times 10 gold. Cool. So you can also get 4d4 times 10. And Synth Weaver gets 3d4 times 10 gold. The Glitch Hunter gets 6d4 times 10 gold. Damn
Nice.
big money.
I already rolled. I didn't roll that great.
70.
The 6 did not help me much.
Oh.
I also get 100 gold based off of my background. That's cool. I went with heal,
Oh,
of course,
standard.
because I'm a bad guy wrestler. So, you know.
I'm going with Prodigy, and that gives me 50 gold. So I got 120 gold total. Heck yeah.
Nice.
Tinder drinks his muscle milk.
I thought he
fight
was
milk,
using
sorry,
muscle
fight
milk
milk.
for babies.
As long as it's not like Homelander, then we're all right.
With those cricket arms, brother. Jesus, you are stronger than me. Uh-oh. Smash barbed wire over.
That's why you do death matches. It's not about
That's true.
strength.
It's not about strength. It's about endurance.
Did you see the artwork for the Corporate Overlord Warlock?
No, not yet.
It's page 163. Man, that is awesome. And so, yeah, with that, you have any of the gear and stuff. If you have any questions on gear and stuff, we can go over that. Anything in PHB is fine, including laser pistols and stuff. Oh my god. Oh well, see, it didn't wait. This is boss music. Yeah, I can get into that. Yeah, all the laser guns, all that stuff is in play. There are shiny variants to different creatures and stuff. Well, so if you're familiar with the Pocket Monsters franchise, then much like their shinies, these are shinies. So you might encounter a goblin and one of them be shiny. Just catch it because it's an extra collector.
That's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
They're stronger though. In all reality, like
Fair.
yeah, real stronger. Yeah, there's man. I wish I could get into some of the monsters and stuff right now, but I can't do it. I don't do well with hiding things, but damn, I got to.
Insane. Like every time I DM a game, I just want to like tell everybody everything.
Yeah. It's real hard if we're playing like D&D in person and my wife's playing and I'm like sitting over here working on a campaign. I'm laughing. I'm like, hey, look. Stay over there. Don't look.
So I get to learn 6 wrestling moves and use those. They're really good.
Is there a people's elbow?
I'm looking right now. There's the clothesline, which I gotta do that.
I need to find. Granted, they're mechanically they mean nothing, but before the theft of the chronometer one shot, I created a whole Word document of like made up move names that Cinderblock would use, and I would just like delete them as I shouted them.
Oh, you deleted them. Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh shit! I can do the heart punch.
Oh fuck!
Nice.
Cinderblock's got a weak heart.
We were just talking about that. Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot it defaults to so loud. So loud.
Oh, the backbreaker, of course. Gotta get the backbreaker.
Reflavored as the spine breaker, I'm assuming.
Well, his last name is Spinebuster.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
Spine Buster. Yeah.
which is a legit wrestling move. But
There are some nice new backgrounds and stuff as well. I haven't looked through any of those. Scientist, Alien Invader, Prodigy, Rebel.
I can do the Spine Buster, which can be used as a reaction. So we're gonna use that. We're gonna grab the Spine Buster. Got to use his namesake, right?
Absolutely.
Go over some of these
That's
cliches.
your closing move.
So for people watching, inspiration has been revamped in this in the form of, as a denizen of the Retroverse, you are well aware of tropes and cliches. More than that, you were bred in them, surrounded by them your whole life, and you can channel them just as well as any action hero or melodramatic villain. So if you get an inspiration die, you may instead use it for a cliche, and you can use it as an action or bonus action or reaction. And you can choose any from the list. So there's the handshake we talked about, the smoker's flick, where you can flick a stump of a smoking roll, which I'm assuming is a cigarette or a party cigarette, and
Yes.
into a flammable items or flammable oil to instantly start a fire. And if it causes an explosion, it deals damage and stuff. I like the helmet reveal a lot. You slowly take off your helmet for the first time in front of a group of creatures and flip your hair, and for 10 minutes you get +2 to charisma checks made against anybody that sees you flip your hair. The too cool for explosions, so if there's like a big explosion, you can just turn around and walk away like a badass while the explosion happens behind you. And if you pass your save, you don't take any damage, and if you kill it, you still only take half. And then anybody that watches that gets you get a +1 on your intimidation checks made against them because you're a fucking badass.
I feel like it has to be a slow walk though. You have to like turn and slow walk away while the explosions are going off
1000%.
behind you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The one-liner is nice. If you kill an enemy, you can give a quippy one-liner as they die. And if it's good enough, GM's discretion, you recover 1 hit die without expending it worth of hit points, and have +1 on the next attack roll you make.
I'm gonna have to like training montage some like 90s WWF to like just learn everybody's like promos, because like I'm still very new into the wrestling scene. Ash has recently gotten me into it, so I'm still very green when it comes to like things people say.
I haven't watched it in a long time, but like peak wrestling for me was watching Mick Foley pull out a sock from his pants and shove it down the Undertaker's throat. And like, I loved. What was his name? What was
Mr. Sacco.
Sacco, yeah,
Mr.
Yeah.
Sacco.
yeah, loved it.
We actually have a signed Mr.
Yeah,
Sacco.
yeah, I got to sign Mr.
Really?
Sacco. We met him at a con, and he was selling Mr. Saccos, made on the spot.
Nice.
In 6th grade, I was like student council treasurer or something like that, which is hilarious now because of how bad I am with money. But we had a school trip to Six Flags planned for the student council or whatever, and I was watching wrestling a couple nights before, and I was getting really hot.
Thank you.
Dude Love was going on TV, I remember, and I was like,
Nice.
little kid, I had ADD, and I wasn't on my Ritalin and stuff, so I grabbed this like picture frame. I had one of those My Buddy dolls, they were kind of tall, and I was wrestling it. Well, I grabbed this picture frame and I just like shattered it over my head and was like, "Rah!" I had a lot of Mountain Dew, I'm sure. And then I was like, "I'm gonna get in trouble. I just broke this picture frame." So I piled all the glass up into a pile and put my pillow over it so I could hide it. Well, the next morning I got up, I tripped over it and gashed my foot open, and I was on crutches and I had to miss. Yeah, trance
Little
music.
beats.
I'm assuming chat can't hear that music, but they might be able to.
No, I'm working in between, like entering stuff onto my character sheet. I'm trying to get OBS set up on
No,
for-
they're lucky.
for Foundry.
They're lucky.
What are we doing for hit points?
So, I like rolling for hit points, if that's all right with y'all.
Yeah.
You start off, max hit points. Your whatever your hit die is, plus your con modifier for level 1, and then after that, roll hit die and add con modifier to it for each level. So do that twice. See
Say
how
that one more
easy.
time. I'm sorry.
So you'll start off. Let's look at the synth weaver in particular, for example. A hit die of 1d6. So your first level hit points will be 6 plus your constitution modifier, and then every level after that you will do 1d6 plus constitution modifier.
10.
Okay.
13 is +1, right? Is it +2? I can't remember.
13 is plus.
Plus
That's plus 1.
Okay, so 11.
Because it's every 2 that it goes up. 10, 12 is plus 1, 13. Yeah.
18.
Ouch.
22.
Wait, are we
22.
rolling?
Yeah, you can roll for hit dice. Health. You have good
Oh,
luck
we're-
on your rolls.
Oh my god, we're level 3.
You're level 3, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're not babies. Not babies. So you'll in some way, shape, form, or fashion have done something that let you get to know an integral NPC to your adventure by the name of... He has a name, and I wrote it up here, and I'm scrolling through chat.
Wilbur?
Here. Wilbur. Uncle Wilbur. That is right. So, oh my God. Okay, man. It defaults to so loud per song. So, Uncle Wilbur knows you in some capacity. Whether he just found this wandering Gundam robot on the street and was like, "You're a badass. Tell me about you," and then liked you, or whether he saw your exquisite wrestling matches or has hired you for jobs or listened to your band in what other capacity you want, you know Uncle Wilbur because he has sent you a letter and he needs your help because he's lost his fucking duck. Worse yet, his duck was fucking stolen.
What happened to his duck?
And you all know that this duck saved Uncle Wilbur's life. And that's all you know. If you already know each other beforehand, that is fine as well. It's up to y'all. Or a mix and match of the two. Or if you want to meet up at the beginning, that is also okay. That is up to you all. But his poor fucking duck. No cliche random blood spit. I feel like that would be a thing, Cold. So let's see if that's in there. And I didn't.
So,
find it.
I thought about it, but because I'm a Dragonborn, I can spit fire anyway. So I was like, eh.
I don't know what all, I haven't looked at all the new. What kind of breath weapon does the Neon Dragonborn get?
Oh, I had.
Does it shoot like rave beams or some shit?
It comes out as gas initially.
Okay.
Yeah,
Party
hold on,
gas.
let me go back and find it. Yeah, it comes out. A thin neon gas that ignites a second later. So it comes out as gas and then immediately sets on fire.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm resistant to fire.
Also cool.
2d6.
There
Oh.
is a.
Oh man.
There's a cliche of "Is that all?" But that's not really spitting blood.
So there's wound cauterizing, which also isn't spitting blood. But if you have less than half of your total hit points, you can find some fire around you to heal your wounds. Any fire that is currently around you or that you can make, you can use to seal up your wound and heal 2 hit points per level of your character. And the other one you said was
Is that all? When hit by a critical hit, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage by half and ignore any effects that attempt to push you back or knock you prone.
That one is fitting. Final Stand is badass too. If you're dropped to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can instead drop to 1 hit point, take 1 action or bonus action before you drop back to 0 hit points.
Cool.
So it's like you get your final little say. I object. If a creature within 60 feet of you casts a spell with a verbal component, you can weaken it. If the spell has a single target, it's reduced. The damage is reduced by half. It has a saving throw. You can choose any number of creatures equal to proficiency bonus, and they make this saving throw with advantage. Cool. Okay. Prize money. If you land the killing blow on a creature, you can cause gold to spring out of their body, and the amount of gold is equal to the creature's CR times your level.
Nice.
That could get ridiculously. Hey, remember the egg conversation?
I mean,
It's just a random
Dealer's
orifice.
choice.
maybe I don't want to know the answer to these questions, but I'm going to ask them anyway.
Do we want to take a
Yeah,
quick
you
break
go
before
find-
we
you go
finish up, or are we
find
like
out.
almost close to finish? I don't want to take a break if we're close to the end.
So, I don't really have much else in terms of. Have you got equipment situated?
I have, yeah.
No, I haven't even found it
Have you
yet.
found it? I mean, we can take a quick break and come back. You know, we can do a quick bow if you want.
Sounds good to me. I'm gonna go
Alright.
ahead and just click intermission, and
Sweet.
we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. So
10
hang
minutes.
out.
Jesus.
Hopefully the intermission thing works, because I don't know, fucking
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
It was like 5 minutes. Damn.
Yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes. Just hang out. We'll be right back. Feel free to ask any questions in chat. We will answer them when we get back. You're always welcome to ask questions in chat, and we'll answer them whenever we see them. So thanks for being awesome. We'll be back in a few.
Three, wait, 1, 2, 4 heroes of good heart and
Not
will.
paying you for extra.
Oh.
So
Oh,
you
then
know.
he's.
is
It's like 11
advantage,
plus
and-
my dex modifier, so it's the same.
Back, everybody. How are you?
Well, if it isn't Cinder Block, or should I say Cinder Jockstrap. What a joke.
Hurry, what was your name?
I know how this joke goes.
It doesn't matter, because I'm going to kick your candy ass. Brilliant.
You remember earlier when we started, Mick, and you said, Gup, you say that now.
Yeah.
So,
Is now that time?
no, I'm still holding strong.
Well, in the words of Bane, I must break you. We'll see what would break first, your soul or your body.
I feel like I need like a long cable for this, just to like have it dangling and get in my way constantly, or just like hang it from the ceiling.
Ooh, yeah.
How much gold did you start with, Mist?
90.
Knock off like 50 gold and you can have that armor. It's 75 gold pieces.
I mean, can we negotiate that down to like 25?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
Sold.
That seems
Can I
fair.
get a laser battle axe or two for much cheaper?
Laser battle axe. Let's see. Laser battle
For
axe.
Gundam, I need a laser battle axe.
It's fair.
Yeah, it is fair. Let's
It's
for
actually working
starting by
character sheet.
knock that in half. You have 2 for the price.
Yes.
2 for the price of 1. 1d8 radiant. That's badass. I love that. Like, it deals no slashing, no piercing, just straight up radiant damage. Like the Holy Sword from Elden Ring. I don't know if y'all play
Hell
Elden
yeah.
Ring, but I like that.
What is Elden?
Nice. I like that.
What the?
It is a little known game.
Never heard
I
of
was
it.
fucking with OBS. What have I missed? Rolling for stats and gear?
Yeah,
Or not stats. Rolling for gold and gear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gold.
yeah. So you're a barbarian. Barbarians don't get much gold, I don't think.
Yeah, because he couldn't draw a dime. If he were a big pile of shit, which he is, he couldn't draw flies to it.
The insults are just getting progressively less creative.
It's wrestling. I mean, literally, they're not creative insults. It's like, you suck because I said you suck. And it's,
2d4 times 10. Nolan.
uh-oh. They think stream's breaking.
Let's see if that makes any difference.
That seems fine.
Nick's power has broken Twitch.
Can't afford
I got
any
no
heavy
drop
armor,
frame. Oh wait,
man.
no, I did have 138 drop frames, but I don't know when that happened.
Maybe it was when we switched over and it messed up because of the clips or whatever.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. The on 80s dial-up.
That's what it is.
Hey, we're going straight Retroverse. You know, we got a 54K.
Higgins, I'm gonna need you to chill the fuck out, buddy.
What is he doing?
He's just
He wasn't doing
jumping at me.
anything until you talk shit to him. He's just like, what are you wearing, Nolan?
Yeah.
Oh, look at Brody popping his head up.
There's a fly.
I feel like I don't have enough
the
neon. Like I need
starting
to go
gold
get a whole
situation.
neon jumpsuit. Oh, I have one. I have
You
a
have
neon.
one?
I have neon. Should have gone.
I don't think this will over my glasses.
Oh, shit. I mean, I went 80s themed. I'm wearing a RoboCop shirt. That's from the 80s.
You got that neon long sleeve
One of my
Team
favorite
Kill
shirts
shirt.
Vash
I
gave me.
do. I don't want to be. Cinder, is there anything you want to talk about, buddy? You want to? Look, I know we're having a back and forth here, but it's just a show. Like,
Cinderblock puts his sadness into his muscles. That's why he's so big and strong.
oh god.
Deep.
I don't know how you still have the flashing glasses on after all this time.
That would drive me insane.
Can you see it flashing?
Yeah.
Oh, huh.
Commitment. It makes
That's
me
fair.
feel like I'm spying on you all through a window, and it makes me comfortable.
She's like, because I'm a filthy little cuck, and I like watching you play D&D.
Role play more.
I'm into that.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
Oh man. So
So you got some separate new weapon properties. I don't know if y'all noticed this or not. There's returning weapon property. So a weapon with a returning property does what it says. It returns. So when you throw it, you can return it to you at the start of your next turn, providing nothing stops it. So somebody could grab Molnir in the process. But
You mean Mew Mew?
yeah,
Mew Mew.
Stunning. When a creature is hit by a weapon with stunning, they have to make a Constitution saving throw DC 10 or have their movement speed reduced by half until the end of their next turn. This effect cannot be doubled. Energy weapons have a certain amount of shots before they have to be recharged. Slingshot. If something has the slingshot property, it can use any tiny hard object as ammunition, and you can change.
Go need a spine breaker's dick.
speaking of eating dicks, there's a corruption stat that says you can only eat dirt, and eating any other food poisons you for 24 hours. What?
Yes.
Some of those corruption things are so great. I hope we just encounter nothing but corrupted things.
Number
There's
34. You fall in love with the next person that calls your name.
Cinderblock's like, Onita! Cinderblock, I never saw you in this light before, but would you do the honor of marrying me? And he's like, ooh, yeah. We do the Miss
Yeah.
Elizabeth Macho Man marriage at SummerSlam.
Consuming meat poisons you for 24 hours.
They're so crazy. Oh
You
my
have
god,
to-
Hair
every
is
time you...
replaced by grass and grows that way from now on.
I still like that you produce a chicken egg from one orifice every morning, and it's edible.
It's the period. It is edible that fucking gets me. Like, at some point, somebody was like, "Can I eat it?" And they're like,
Can I eat my ass egg? Like, let's try it.
Is it edible?
I love this one. You can only shout, so...
It's not perfect.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Or every time you start combat, the only words you say in the first round are Cowabunga or Geronimo.
Oh my god.
Let's see. You can only eat dirt.
Defragger
Jesus,
has
you
a
can
second
no
level
longer-
spell called Ether Bees.
Your hands are turned backwards.
There's one where your face is turned upside down and it causes no harm to you, but your face is just forever turned upside down.
You can only communicate with barnyard animal noises.
Good god.
82. Any sound above a whisper is unbearably loud to you. When people shout or there's a large bang, you have to make a console save or take psychic damage.
You become monochrome.
That's my nightmare.
You sneeze every hour on the hour like clockwork.
That doesn't seem so bad.
Shoot, must be 3 o'clock.
4 o'clock and all is well.
It's really good though if you go dungeon diving and you need to keep track of time.
I don't know if that microphone's gonna fit in the little hat.
Wait.
You grow
Wow.
1d4 tentacles on your body. You can't control them and they knock things over.
Damn
Oh.
tentacles.
Cinderblock has replaced his white leather glove in his hat pocket
I heard that, Zach.
with
Bruh.
a convenient promo mic.
Oh, that's a good point, Brad. If you sneeze every hour, you don't get to sleep.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
No, these are great. I'm super pumped. Is there
Is there
anything else?
You can
Is there
no
a place
longer
to see like what the spells actually do?
do.
Because like crank collar, I don't know what that does.
Yeah, so there's a spells list on page 200. Nope.
Just
a lot.
about, yeah, 204.
Oh my god, there's actually so many spells.
There's
There's
so
a
many.
lot.
There's like gods. I didn't realize there were new gods.
Yeah, the gods of pro wrestling. You can worship them.
Okay, found gotcha. Spells and they are alphabetized. Very nice, very nice.
The Men's McVan is like a prime wrestling deity.
Damn it!
I was thinking about following Ross because he's like
Ah, it's
Bob
terrible.
Ross.
Alpha Z, the bride. Clippy. Oh my god.
Clippy.
Clippy, and its flavor tag says want some help. Its suggested domain is knowledge, and it looks symbol is small paper clip.
Hey, do you need some help there?
Clippy is a being of strange and varying proportions, most often depicted as a paperclip with large expressive eyes.
Nix, don't you fucking dare. Nix
Here's
has been
one.
Going on some dad joke sprees lately, and I programmed an Easter egg for Nix to do a single dad joke like once every 100 hours or something, and Nix is just doing its own thing, I guess.
The AI has become self-aware. Here's a god, Sir Mercy, and the first thing it says, "How do you want to do this?"
Oh my god.
Ah,
gee, I
mercy. Cute.
Chaotic good, domain of knowledge and trickery.
Oh, wait. Hang on. I need to read this. I
There's
hope it's
so
the joke
many
that I think it
great-
is.
Yep, the wrestle gods. That is an actual. Yeah, get ready to rumble.
Clippy, want some help?
I love that so much. Kamiju, who are the real monsters? A large reptilian eye.
Oh, I wonder if my god Nitty Nutty's gonna be here.
There's a spell called Mom Spaghetti.
What?
All right,
Let's see this. Mom spaghetti.
Only get
LNOPQRST.
one shot.
I'm almost scared to read some of the 9th level. Like they do the rule of cool is definitely like the number one thing we're going with here, and like they definitely run with that in this publication.
Mm-hmm.
So like I am scared to even read one of these 9th level spells and the ridiculousness that it will probably create.
Yeah, this is too good. The Wrestle Gods, get ready to rumble.
I'm looking for magic whistle, mind blow. Where's Mom's spaghetti? Yep. Choose a creature that can hear you within range and attack them with a short set of brutal and scathing words. You project your voice for all within 30 feet to hear your put-downs clearly. Your cutting words dig straight into their most self-conscious fears and bring them to light in front of all of their allies. The target must make a charisma saving throw to withstand your attack. On a failed save, they take 1d8 psychic damage. For every ally within range that heard your verbal attacks to a maximum of 8d8. Additionally, the target loses benefits or features they may gain from having allies near them. So your friends no longer fucking like you, and you look like a poser.
Burrow and Burrow doesn't know the difference between their arse and a hole in the ground. That's a pretty good one, Scorpion.
Yeah, well, where'd you get those pants? The toilet store?
What is Higgins doing in the background? He's like jumping up in his shadow. There he is,
Hey.
the boy.
Yeah, Cole, the creators who did this are genius.
Hey, it's
they're very well put together.
Hello, Ash.
A black and white
Can't
Corky.
hear. The boy. What is going on right now? What am I witnessing?
Yeah, what kind of dog is that?
That's a corgi.
Is She proposing. Oh, never mind.
A black and white corgi. Yeah. That's Lord Higgins.
Lord
Black and white
Higgins
corgi.
von
Oh.
Wiggleby.
Lord Higgins von Wiggleby. And then there's JoJo. Or no, excuse me,
Brody.
Brody. Yeah, there's
He's
Brody.
climbing all around the place.
He's a little kitten.
He's very small.
He's very small.
Tiny kitten.
Yeah.
He's only a month or a couple months old.
Oh,
Yeah.
little
He's
bitty
little
kitty.
He actually looks like a cat now. He did look like a big ball of lint, so he actually looks like a cat. Which is cool.
Two of our three cats are at least double digits in the weight.
Are you hiccuping? What is that?
Well, I think I've pretty much got a
Yeah.
character here.
Yeah.
Got your character
no, I
made?
feel
All right.
Yeah. For the most
And
part.
pretty,
so
pretty
you
solid.
got stats, background, and all of that stats, background, equipment, all ready for yours, Zach?
Yeah, I just have to remember how to calculate the little things, but yeah.
Yeah, it'll be different. I don't know if y'all are used to playing pen and paper style and having
I
to.
haven't played pen and paper in so long, I've practically forgotten how to do it.
Yeah, no, that's where I'm at. I'm like, what is this? Pen?
It's
Paper?
antiquated form.
I have to read my spells. I have to turn my page.
You mean I have to know what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
What?
I have to remember I have a +1 to this. Damn.
I'm just a simple caveman lawyer. Your ways frighten and confuse me.
What
And
kind
that-
of corgi is Higgins again? He's a cardigan corgi.
Cardigan,
Rick
oh.
Riley's a Pembroke. So Pembroke is like the classic like Cowboy Bebop kind of corgi. This is the other breed of corgi.
Oh. I've never seen a black and white corgi. That's super cute.
He's got some
He is
brown going there.
adorable.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Little brindle.
Oh.
Buddy,
Aw.
thanks for looking after eating poop. I really appreciate
Oh.
it.
Thanks,
sure.
pal.
So you know, Gup, how you were talking about 9th level spells?
Yeah, yeah.
How about the Unkind Rewind, a 9th level transmutation? At the end of a round, you choose to cast this spell, putting everything in range within a state of temporal flux. Basically, you rewind time in that area by 6 seconds. Everything in a round is undone.
He came back.
Hey! The interesting thing, though, there's no saving throw against this spell. Altering this time in this way is almost always deadly to the caster. After the spell's finished, the caster is reduced to 0 hit points. They have disadvantage on all saving throws, including death saving throws, until they finish a long rest. In addition, casting the spell doubles the rate at which the caster ages. The effect is cumulative, meaning that if a caster uses this spell 4 times, they would age at 16 times their normal rate.
Oh
Thank
my
you for
god.
Holy
fixing
shit.
Ash's piercing, Nolan.
Wow.
She
That's
said
crazy.
thank you. So thank you.
You're welcome,
Nice.
Ash.
Is there anything else that we want to hit, or is it
Probably
on to next
put
week?
you all up in the direct chat on
Oh
the
yeah,
stuff
definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
with the stream.
Cool.
So like I look forward to running this. This is going to be super fun, and I hope y'all enjoy watching it. And y'all, this is going to be crazy fun.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm super hyped. Is there anybody we want to raid, Nolan?
I see one person currently online. We kind of recently did a culling of our followers list because we want to make sure that the people we raid are people we actually know and care about and want to see succeed. So the person I see online is Rokini. I believe that's Alan's friend is who it was. Unless anybody else has any other suggestions.
Nah, it sounds good to me, buddy.
Sounds
All
good to
right.
me.
Well, thanks,
thank you all
everybody.
for hanging out. Yeah, be sure to stop on by discord.gg/playoticgames to come hang out, ask questions, share the memes, get announcements, news, all the updates. Shoot the shit with all your favorite people. Monday, we're going to be doing... what are we doing again Monday? Summer's camp, right? Summoners episode 3 next Monday. We're going to be doing our actual session 1 of Liches and Lasers next Tuesday. We'll have all our characters set up. I'll get Foundry all in OBS and all that good stuff. Playotic Pod every Monday. Right now it's 9 a.m. I'm probably going to move that up to 7 a.m. so you can have it in time for your morning commute if you're still unfortunate enough to have to do that, like me. What else? I got nothing else. I'm tired of plugging shit. Thank you all for supporting us.
Look what just dove off of my wall.
Do what?
Oh,
My Mandalorian helmet, my Punisher helmet that I just dove off the fucking wall, man.
It's fixable. Whoops.
Rippy but dippy.
Dang nation.
Hey, do we have a raid phrase?
No.
No. All right, and on that terrible disappointment, thank you all for stopping by. I love you all.
See you next week.
Oh, you need to do that more often.
Yeah.
That's gonna be for her character when she talks.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe not all the time. Maybe only special battlefield stuff. But I'm gonna be all like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you didn't
You
have
should
it.
tell everybody where you all came from so that they can thank Alan for sending us their way. Be sure you like and subscribe and follow and click the bell and hip thrust all of the buttons. Thank you all. Good night.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.